Racism and discrimination. Hello, today we will talk about racism and discrimination. We're going to see what is racism and discrimination, who is affected by racism, how can we stop racism, and what's being done to help racism. Also, a short story and some information. Let's start with what is racism. Racism is the discrimination to a group of people with the same characteristics. The one that we know the most is racism and discrimination for the skin color. But is racism and discrimination more than that? Yes, it is. It can be by the race, by the traditions, make fun of them by thinking they are weird, by the country, judge them because they are from a different country, usually from low standards or poor countries. The language, trying to speak the language in an informal way. The culture, think about it in a funny way and don't be respectful for the culture of other people. And the religion, think that someone is better than someone else because of their beliefs. Think that we have the right to treat them badly or force them to change their beliefs.
Racism is important because we all deserve to be treated the same, have the same human rights, the right to vote, the right to speak and give our opinion without being judged or being harmed by someone, the right to visit the same places and be able to do the same things, the right to feel free, the right of being taken in account and deciding by yourself. This is why we are fighting racism and what we are trying to spread all around the world. Let's see a short story. A long time ago, people were taken to work without they wanting. They were like slaves. People had that thought that because of their skin color, they didn't born, so they could do the hard and tired work under the sun. So with the passing of the years, they were taken as slaves to do a lot of things. Their voice wasn't heard by anyone. It wasn't important for the people in the past. The abuse that they receive makes them fall into low status in society. Society used to believe a lot in the status and they were low. People thought they had the right to treat them badly, just because in the past people did. Black people start losing rights and were really discriminated against. With this, there were really important persons that were brave and spoke up for everyone. They raised their voice and fought for the right. Frederick Douglass, Barack Obama, Martin Luther King, and Rosa Parks. They are really important for history as well as a lot of people.
Now, is there more than racism and discrimination for the skin color? Yes, it is. So let's talk about it. Let's begin with religion. There have been a lot of global problems because of religion, people feeling better than others because of their religion. In history, one event of racism and discrimination is by Nazis and Jewish people. The Jewish were discriminated against and treated badly because of their beliefs. They lost all their rights, and a lot of people lost their lives because of a group of people felt better than Jewish and felt the right to treat them bad because Jewish didn't believe in the same. Language. People discriminating the language is something that we don't talk too much about it, but making fun of the language and trying to speak in it without respect is considered discrimination. This is called linguistic racism. Saying phrases trying to imitate the language is discrimination for the language and the people that speak that language. Also, imitating the accent is something bad because we are generalizing the accent that is not respectful for the people and also for the language. Culture. Culture is something really important for the countries because it identifies them as a country. An example of discrimination of the culture is the Indian's culture. For example, the yoga and meditation taken as a joke is disrespectful because it is a part of their culture. It is not supposed to be taken as a joke to play and make fun. The same with the bindi. is something of their culture, but people make fun of them using something on their forehead to make fun and not respecting their beliefs in their culture. To conclude, let's talk about what is being done to help and stop racism. Social media is something that has helped a lot to stop racism. There has been a lot of posts and video in the internet about racism, fighting for justice and equality. Also, there has been a lot of videos in internet teaching and communicating what is racism. This is to help people know about racism and how they can stop racism. Now, people is getting so informated about this global problem that it has decreased a lot. The acceptation that everyone is the same starts from home and the education that we have. And all internet is trying to teach everyone that racism and discrimination needs to stop. Thank you.